no one would have enjoyed to see a court case more than me, where some of the accusations would have been explored in further detail. And of course, all of the people who have been persuaded to hate Prince Harry because he married a woman of colour are going to pretend that this is not an unequivocal victory for the Duke of Sussex, but it's an extraordinary moment. Remember, £1 billion or thereabouts already paid out in compensation to people with no admission of criminality. But the understanding of the legal system, or rather the role of the legal system, is pretty clear in a case like this. The case has been settled because everything that can possibly be settled is settled, writes a legal correspondent. In other words, the crucial shift here is not the number of zeros on the compensation payment. It is the fact that newsgroup newspapers have admitted illegality. They've admitted illegal activity, at which point I imagine that the judge says there is no justification for the continuing of this case. Let me see if I can find lots of love coming in for Prince Harry. Let me see if I can find anyone in Idiot's Corner today. Here's one. Oh, Steve, thank you, mate. Another one of your knights in shining armour is taking the easy road. So much for his true character and reasons behind the case, hardly laying the press bare, more scared of his own future image. So I love people like Steve, because I don't have to spend much time wondering what on earth half-wits are going to do to pretend that this isn't what it is. I'll give you any odds you want that Steve is also a big, big fan of Elon Musk and Donald Trump and adamant that there was no Nazi salute yesterday. And the point, of course, is that truth is now negotiable. They have been lying forever about what went on at newsgroup newspapers, and now the truth is out there. Prince Harry has given up years of his life, and God knows what the mental toll has been, to prove that they were lying, to prove that he had been illegally targeted by Rupert Murdoch's empire. And he has now proved it in a particularly satisfying way, because he's proved it by forcing them to admit it, to apologise, and to give him, presumably, millions of pounds. I'm such a weirdo, in a good way, not like Steve. I'm such a weirdo that I can't wait to see how the professional versions of Stephen Guilford try to spin this. I suspect he's given us an early indication. The idea that there was a choice involved, or that there is some sort of capitulation from the other side. So imagine you're in a battle, right? It's you against me. And I push you into a position where you put your hands in the air and say, I'm really, really sorry. I'm completely guilty. Here's millions of pounds. There are elements of the UK media, please, I hope not even in this room, but it's not impossible that there will be elements of the UK media tomorrow who will try to pretend that what I've just described to you, the other side saying, I did it, I'm sorry, here's millions of pounds, that is somehow not an unequivocal victory for me. So the person you're up against says, I did it, I'm sorry, here's millions of pounds. And because your hatred of Meghan Markle, or your forelock-tugging approach to the establishment, or, God forbid, your almost erotic fascination with Rupert Murdoch is so complete that you can't even see the wood for these particular trees. Now, if you're on Rupert Murdoch's payroll, or if you've hitched yourself to his wagon for your entire career, I get it. I understand. It's too late now. It's like Brexit. You can't turn around and say, oh dear, this is all very embarrassing. I wish I'd never got involved in that kind of thing. But why an ordinary punter like Stephen Guilford would be sucking it up on behalf of the last generation's Elon Musk, if you like. That's one way of looking at Rupert Murdoch, is anybody's guess. So the reason why I'm slightly waffling is that I've been told that the statement is likely to be read outside court at approximately 11:10, and it is now 9 minutes after 11. I might read you the apology again, actually, in case you're just joining us, and in case you, and to be fair, I'm not finding many other applicants for Idiot's Corner.